Araneta running out of space, turning the ball over, and once again, turnovers hurting the cause of the Blue Eagles. Turnover number 21 for the Blue Eagles today. That's too much.
That's offsetting their advantage in rebounds at 20.
Oh!
And O.J. Kua knocking down a huge cold-blooded three for the biggest lead of the ball game. 7:52-45. And that's what? Another turnover point, right, Ronnie?
That's correct. And what Ateneo allowed LaSalle to do here in the third quarter is to score in the 20s. LaSalle has already scored 21 points, while Ateneo limited to 15. That's why LaSalle posting its biggest lead of the ball game at 7 points, 52-45.
These two teams engaging in a battle as we give our Jack and Jill fantastic moment with Jack and Jill Live Spun. The three knocked down by LaSalle, giving them the biggest lead of the ball game at 52-45.
O.J. Kua already has 5 points here today, Boom. Someone who only averages less than 2 points per ball game. What a big contribution coming from O.J. Kua today.
20 points off turnovers for DLSU to the 12 of Ateneo.
That's a big statistic there.
As Al-Husseini gives them a 5-point deficit. And LaSalle will look for the last shot, and obviously LaSalle owns this quarter. This third quarter.
Very good shooting quarter for De La Salle, defensively and execution-wise on the offensive end.
Oh, almost. D.Y. Bang will not have enough time for that turnaround. But so far, LaSalle outscoring Ateneo in the third quarter. As we end this quarter, enjoy sweet snackables, 35 pesos and below with KFC's new Wow Sulit snackables. And our Accenture high performance of the quarter. LaSalle coming alive, and they're shooting from the outside as another cold-blooded three was hoisted by O.J. Kua to give them a 52-47 lead. Fourth quarter, will it be the last quarter of Ateneo? We'll find out in minutes. Back here at the Araneta Coliseum as Pader Malabes hoists one. We start the fourth quarter, and let's just reiterate a few things. Number one, the team that has won the third quarter battle has won all of the 3 games so far. As you look at the quarter scoring, you see 21-17 in favor of LaSalle. DLSU are 8-3 when leading after 3 quarters this season, although one of those defeats did come against Ateneo de Manila.
That's why it's so important for Ateneo, Boom, here in the fourth quarter, to play with more sense of urgency. Defensively, they have to dictate the tempo. And offensively, they have to look at their scoring options. Guys such as Ford Arau, Chris Chu, and Salamat have delivered. But what about the rest of the unit for Coach Norman Black?
Jam-packed at Araneta Coliseum of 16,000. I'd say more, because obviously these are only paying patrons, and this is only a Thursday showcase that the UAAP has in store for you. Ateneo going outside to Chris Chu with 12 on their shot clock. Salamat looking for the first 3. Still no go, but the offensive rebound for the guys in blue. Ronnie, in a game like this, you've met each other 3 times. Yes, you can throw away the numbers, because when we dissect the numbers, a lot of them now at this point mean nothing. There's no trends. It will really boil down to certain intangibles, probably one of which was emotions. And in the third quarter, LaSalle really rose to the occasion in terms of those emotions.
And that's why Ateneo has to come out here in the fourth quarter to try and match, if not try to overexert their energy level, because that is the only way that they can keep themselves alive here in the tournament. Boom. Play with more energy, more passion defensively, and try to push the basketball and quicken the tempo and score on layups. Then wala silang makuha sa kanilang perimeter shots. And from the 3-point era, 0 out of 4 are the Blue Eagles today. As again, 6 of 15 for De La Salle.
And 22 turnovers as of this moment.
Very, very bad development.
Meyer Hopper. And Baclao gets the defensive rebound. 8:34 to play. LaSalle only needs to win today to advance to the finals, which will start on Sunday. If Ateneo wins, we have sudden death on our Sunday showdown. Kirk Long draws the foul.
Good idea there for Kurt Long. Ateneo needs to attack the basket. They have to get to the free throw line because right now Mordara is not on the floor for them. And they're not shooting well from the perimeter area as well.
Fourth personal foul on O.J. Kua. We are still at 52-47. As we give you our cannon power shot, power play of the game, we captured Michael Baldos with the up and under move earlier in the first half. Kirk Long on the free throw line for the very first time today. Has not scored before that free throw, or Minkat has not scored in this game.
You can count some guys on the Ateneo side who has had championship experience, Boom. And also quite a number of guys from De La Salle who's had title experience. But here in this difficult situation, we will truly separate the men from the boys. Players who can deliver in such clutch situations. And talagang yung kaba, napakataas, lalo-lalo na last 8 minutes and 20 of the ball game ang ating hinaharap.
52-48, 4 points separating the arch rivals of Ateneo and LaSalle. Walsham knocked down a three earlier. Again, great ball movement by LaSalle and a three-point play opportunity for Rico Meyerhofer. Beautifully done.
T.Y. Tang has played very steady here today. Account half of that basket to T.Y. Tang for making that play happen. And here you find T.Y. Tang moving well without the basketball, but more importantly, showing his leadership and his unselfishness, locating the big guy Meyerhofer underneath.
That was a KFC assist delivery brought to you by KFC. Of course, you can try the new fully loaded meal, all your KFC favorites in a box. Only the second assist of the ball game for T.Y. Tang, and a very short free throw by Rico Meyerhofer, which is obviously an automatic violation.
I think he got too excited after making that nice point blank shot, but for LaSalle, Boom, they cannot think ahead of themselves. They have to focus and try to close out this matchup against Ateneo. It will be very dangerous if they get a sudden death matchup come Sunday.
And close out is something that
very difficult.
And it's something that they've really had problems with in the first two meetings against Ateneo.
Tama yan.
Ateneo is 0 out of 6 now from beyond the arc, Ronnie.
And let's see if LaSalle has learned its lesson from the 2 losses that they've suffered at the hands of Ateneo.
Tang puts it up, rims out, Villanueva for the offensive rebound. Nothing there. And Ateneo secures the repossession. Salamat has no other friend on the other side, so he goes hard. Kurt Long awaiting that retrieval. Fresh shot clock for Ateneo. 7:20 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Long crossing over, forcing the action. Still no goal, but the stick back courtesy of Lonoy Baclau, who came alive in that fourth quarter against USD.
That's correct. Ateneo very much in this ball game, and that's why it's so important to attack the basket, because it will give your big man the chance to go for those nice putbacks.
Again, the nice passing play by LaSalle. Unable to get anything from that sequence, though. 6:52. Let's go to Vanna Lim from Ateneo. Vanna?
In line with what you said, Ronnie, Coach told the team to respect the fact that LaSalle has energy, so I want you to match that energy or surpass it. He reminded them that nothing is automatic unless you communicate. Also, he told them, don't force your shots, but be aggressive and play physical. Because this is it, guys. This is it. And Ronnie, all yours.
Is it the final 6 minutes, 28 for Ateneo? Kurt Long. Sometimes in a game like this, when you're struggling for emotions, you need an impact shot, and that was an impact shot from Kurt Long.
Baclau had one, Kurt Long had another. And just like that, Ateneo only down by 2.
Yep.
And they're back in the ball game, and the energy level is way up there right now for the Blue Eagles.
This is it, Rodney. Buckle your seat.
Oh, yes.
Hang on to whatever you want to hang on to. As Jai Reyes almost, but Lonoy Baclau again tying the ball game with an offensive rebound.